Good morning, YouTube. Welcome. And today we got a beautiful build for you. Today we're building the Cadet PC for Officer Messer. We talked about it the other day because we built this beautiful and brand new gaming PC, but today we're building a PC that's focused more for the RP community that wants a really good system without really breaking the bank. This is the perfect system that Officer Messer is going to be offering on his page over at stincebuilt.com. So check it out. But if you guys have any questions about today's build, come over to our website. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stince, and we hope to see you soon. This system will be about $13.99, so it's a pretty good chunk less. I think we're going to be having the 5700X, either 56 or 5700X. We're putting a 5700X in this system right away, but I think it's either going to be 56 or 57. My goal is to get in the 5700X. It's going to have 3 RGB fans from Corsair in here as well. It's going to have 32 gigs of RAM. It's going to have a 1 terabyte Kingston and Gen 4 drive. It's going to have an RTX 3060. It's going to be a 650 watt gold. This will be able to run and play TARP. Yes, that's the goal of this system right here. This system is actually very comparable to what Officer Messer is playing on right now. It's gonna be, we're gonna have it dialed in and ready to go. But yeah, this is really, really good. So we're gonna have the logo on the side. Everything you see as it is, it's gonna be dialed in for TARP, for RP. Yep. So, yeah, it's a really good system. Let's talk about it. And then on top of this, I think in July we're gonna get a little bit of uptick. I might jump up, make a couple of dollars in July to like a V2 of the Cadet. As new 4060s will come out, they'll be very comparable to this car that we have today, or the 4050. We're gonna jump to see what comes down the line from but we're constantly gonna be upgrading it and giving it a little bit uptick. But the 5700X with 32 gigs of RAM, 3600 megahertz RAM, DDR4, it's a really good quality PC. Not only play this like RP, you can play like Diablo on it, you can play Call of Duty with your buddies, you can do anything on this PC. It's gonna be a nice little powerhouse. It's gonna look good, it's gonna function good, and we're gonna dial it into obviously all the codes, all the colors for Officer Messer's brand as well as you see. And it's gonna be about $13.99. Yep. So without further ado, let's go over to the build station. Let's get started on today's build. It's going to be about an hour today. It's gonna be about an hour today for today's build. It's gonna be a beautiful little system. It's gonna look really sharp. It's gonna have plenty of power and look really good. So let's get over there and let's get started. All right, we got a beautiful case. We got the beautiful Officer Messer logo on the side of that. RTX 3060, 5700X, 32 gigs of 3600 megahertz RAM. It's a great little powerhouse system, chat. This one is going to have a little bit of uptick in the power supply because we were running behind on getting our couple crates of 650s in. So this one's going to have a little bit more power, a little more juice in today's system, but we were able to actually uptick Mikey. I don't tell you about it. We're going to use 5700X's Mikey instead of 5600X's. So they're going to get an 8-core CPU instead of a 6-core now for the Cadet. So that's something we're just going to take care of the community with. So that's a pretty good little upgrade. 5700X is literally like the big brother of 5600X. You have 8 cores now, so you have more juice. We're gonna get started and we're gonna go top down and we're gonna work on the motherboard. So we're gonna go with MSI motherboard with an MSI graphics card. It's gonna be standard in all of these, so you guys are getting a good quality graphics card, good quality motherboard. This is a MicroATX case, so it's gonna have a lot of power in a little case. It'll still be really efficient too at the same time. It's a great little motherboard again from MSI. We're on the AM4 platform, which is the prior generation of AMD, but it's still one of a really good value, really good power, really good price for performance. That's why I went with this. And the 5700X is an 8-core CPU, so it's got plenty of juice for gaming, for editing, any kind of content creation you're trying to do as well. It's gonna be very good for that. It's a really good value, really good CPU, especially adding a really good NVMe drive from Kingston. And then 32 gigs of 3600 megahertz Ryzen threaded RGB RAM from Corsair. It's a 1-2 punch. Overhead is out of focus. Oh, I'm sorry about that. We lost power the other day, chat. We lost power yesterday morning. So the kicked out some of our stuff was a little wonky yesterday, so I apologize. Let me focus that in right now. We need some ups. I'm not really worried about the ups for the cameras. I mean, the cameras are it's just a 24/7 dummy battery, pretty much. That makes sense. And we go with the CPU, chat. 5700X going in today. Checking all the pins on the CPU, looking good. Down and in we go. 5700X right into the socket, looking good. Latch down, good to go. Let's get our cooler today. So we're using a Deepcool cooler. We're using the AG400. It's a fantastic little cooler coming in from Deepcool. We're gonna grab all the brackets and all the products we need. We are gonna be replacing the fans though with a Corsair fan to go with the whole aesthetic of the theme. We're gonna pop this fan off because we don't need this right now. We're gonna work on the standoffs for the cooler. We're gonna replace the beautiful RGB fan that comes from Deepcool with a Corsair fan to go with the controllability that we want for the theme of the PC. So we're gonna get our standoffs for the cooler. Hooray!
Oh, can you grab me some Ecotherm, Roddy? I'll take TM30, yeah. Or it's PHS, whatever it is. NDC. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's NDC. That's really good stuff.
ABCD,
all right.
EFG.
ABCD, EFG, HIJK, LMNOP. All right, let's get our standoff brackets in place. We're getting these installed. Once we get these installed, chat, we're gonna move on to getting the RAM in, and then onto the cooler, or onto the getting the case. The hardest part about this one is these little standoffs. You have to kind of guide it. It's tedious, but it's a very good cooler for the price. I'm just quickly threading. I'm not torquing down this little mini screwdriver. That's when we get the screws kind of into the guides. That way we can work on getting the rest of it torqued down, so that they don't go anywhere. See, we just got it so it's all in place. Now what we'll do is we'll actually get everything aligned. We'll hold our hand down here. We'll get this all torqued in for our frame, for the contact cooler, the tower cooler. This PC will be available for purchase on the website, yes, after this afternoon actually. We have it all built out. So we're gonna get some pictures of it once it's done, clean it all up, get the RGB aesthetic as it is, get a video of it for you guys as well. And it'll go on the website later today for purchase. Our timeline for building and shipping this system right here is about probably less than a week. The big office semester PC is about 1 to 2 weeks, but usually we try to be faster than that. And with the RAM chat, 3600 megahertz, 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB RS. Nice and seated in. Beautiful Corsair RGB Vengeance RAM. So the great thing about this too is this falls into our financing on our website. So if you guys do have, I'd say reasonable credit, we have 2 financing opportunities on our website. We have Affirm, which they offer, some of the PCs have 0% for 24 months. And we also have Pay Tomorrow as well. Yep. In the Cadet, we have the motherboard, the B550 MATX board coming from MSI. We have a 5700X 8-core CPU. And we have 32 gigs of 3600 megahertz RAM and a 1 terabyte NVMe drive. Plenty of power, plenty of functioning power for any kind of content creation on a budget, really. I mean, for $13.99, that's what the system's going to go for. If you use code MESS, you're going to get a little bit of money off that as well. But it's a really killer little system right here. Let's get into the case. Let's get it all assigned. Let's take a look at this. There's this case chat. Let me go side view, give you a shot of it. This is in the Deepcool CH3. It's a CH370, I think is what we did on this one. The CH370. It's a tongue twister. Beautiful little case, MATX case. That was the biggest goal too. Talking to Optimester, he wanted to have a really good PC for the community to be able to, because a lot of you guys are playing GTA on consoles, and you want to come over to the PC world and have a really good quality PC that can handle it. This right here is going to fit the bill really, really well. Really, really well. Put our backplate I/O in, all in. This is the Deepcool CH370. Deepcool's making some really, really good cases lately. For the price, this is one of the hardest cases to beat in terms of value. Oh, by the way, if this isn't gamer enough for you, I don't know what is. That is a headphone holder. I don't know if you guys just saw that. It's on your desk. You're in a place to put your headphones when you're done gaming. Boom, there it is. What we're going to do is we're working on that motherboard chat. Once we get the motherboard in, we're going to move on to getting power supply and fans in. So in the meantime, let's go back to top down. We're going to go, it also has a built-in by the way, it has a built-in GPU holder. I don't know if you guys saw this as well. To support any kind of bigger GPUs if you ever want to upgrade down the line. It's going to be really, really good. So we have 10 fans. This is going to have 4 fans. 4 fans. This will have all the cooling you need to really run the system properly. That's the biggest thing here, is we wanted to have a really good system that functioned really well, is reliable, and you know, this is a bit more budget friendly. I mean, the other PC that we built the other day for Optimester is like literally like the kingpin PC, you know? We call it the captain because I mean, it dominates. The fans in here, we have 3 Corsair AF 120s. That'll be your RGB options. In the back, we'll have the standard Deepcool 120 just for exhaust because you won't really see it. All right, I'll show you the front close-up of this motherboard all installed in this case. There we go. Looking good. All right, let's get our fans going, chat. So what you need to do for that is you need to pop off the front panel in the front. There it is. We're gonna work on our fans. So we're gonna put 2 fans here in the front, and then we're gonna have 1 on the cooler. So we'll grab our AF fans here. 2 nice RGB fans from Corsair, 1 on the front. Yeah, these are intake on the front. Obviously on the cooler is pushing through the rad of the cooler, or the tower of the cooler, and then we have an exhaust in the rear. What controller for the RGB does it come with, the fans? It comes with it. We're using a Corsair iCUE node. It's a little 6 fan, it's just to the hub for the RGB. The fans are off the factory motherboard, which is fine. And all the other fans will run to the hub, which we're gonna put right here on the inside back panel. You can see kind of what we're working on for the cable management. The fans are gonna go right Corsair hub will go right here. What do you think about this? So we work on, not only are we building you a great performing PC, is that we manage it really well. So you're getting, I mean, it's really clean in the back. You open the back panel, it's not bulging, it's not sitting there, you know. We take pride in our work. So right now what I'm doing is just working on basic cable management back here right now. Here's our power supply. It's standard, typically comes with 650. Today, this is gonna have a 750 in this one. All right, so today we'll need our 24-pin main motherboard, our CPU, GPU cable, and then we'll need a SATA. For our power supply today, Thermaltake GF2 from Thermaltake. There it is, chat. There we go. All of our cables are hooked up outside of our PCIe for our graphics card, which is right here. I'm gonna hook that up right now. All right, let's get these cables in. Get this power supply into the case. It's got a modular cage, which is really nice to have in these systems in case you want to add any other hard drives or mass storage. I would just move it down closer because we don't have fans right in the way there, so we have all that space. And we have more room to access the power supply to slide it into the case here, which is really good to have. Our cable's looking good on the back. There we go, chat. We just have to drop in our cooler and our fan for the cooler. I get this cooler tower on. Let's get this on. We're gonna move on to getting the fan in. Right there, look at that. Corsair fan's gonna look good on this. Don't hate me, Deepcool, for using a Corsair fan, but man, it's gonna go with the aesthetic for today's build. That's what we're doing. There we go. All locked in, beautiful. And we put an ML fan too, John, this system. Usually comes with an AF fan. AF or ML, either one's gonna be plenty of airflow. The ML is just got maybe a little bit longer longevity in life. And these ML fans have been going around for years and they're fantastic. All right, so last of our RGB fans are in, chat. Once we get this in, all we have left is the GPU. Are you guys ready for the GPU? 3060 today, 12 gig VRAM. Beautiful little card coming in today from MSI. Nice little powerhouse. There it is, little 2-fan, 3060. Perfect little card to accompany this case. See if we can get a little funk action. Oh, I heard that. I hope you all heard that around the world. There we go. Get ready to light it up. All right, oh, there we go. Let's get a good angle right there. I think that's gonna be the shot we want right there.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Stince. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, and watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.